This is back over another string of Spacelords. Today is Friday, March 2019, and we're coming with another string of Spacelords again created by Maker and published by Maker. Today we're gonna continue playing as a antagonist, which is gonna be pretty nice, pretty awesome. I hope you coming ready to have some fun. People, welcome to the streams. Hashogidon, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Hashogidon. I hope you're coming ready to have some fun. Raykins, welcome to the streams. Mr. Raykins, welcome to the streams. I really appreciate it. Mr. Raykins. Say hi to the people. W31 Suras, thank you for coming to the streams. Welcome to the streams, Mr. W31 Sura. Welcome to the streams. I hope you're coming ready, to have 2 or 3 hours of fun today, which is gonna be pretty nice. How's it say? Hello, awesome. That's pretty awesome, pretty cool. Yeah, welcome to the stream, peoples. Yeah, today we're gonna be continuing playing as antagonists. I don't know if you remember the last streams, Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday I believe was our last streams, where we were dying a lot. Everybody that came to the game was kicking me. It was always one guy kicking me pretty hard. The antagonist part of this game is super serious, super challenging. It's hard to be because you're going against people. You're going against people 90% of the time, and you need to be ready. You need to be on point in order to win those matches because they are super hard to beat. I don't know if you noticed that, which is pretty crazy. People, let's put the tweeters in the tweets. Let's put the tweeters in the tweets so we can tell to everybody that we are here. Doing the Spacelords game, which is pretty nice. Now that I'm playing antagonist, it's kind of challenging, but I'm having a lot of fun. Challenging game as antagonist on Spacelords. It's live now. I put the address on my channel. People gonna say sorry, coming a little bit late today. A little, no, it's almost 1 hour late. Not feeling good at all. I'm doing the streams, to see if I can feel better, to see if I can, because yesterday I didn't do the streams because Thursdays I believe is gonna be the day that we are not gonna be streaming. Challenging games, come to earn some points, people. Very important for the 4 points for the April 20. Give it away and have some fun meeting some people. Yeah, let me put it there. My subscribers, Gideon, Scotty, first, Ori Joker, first W. Even though they don't have a Twitter account, I really like to include it so they know they are part of the teams. Hoping in the future they change their minds and do the Twitters too. Versus, I don't know, since you're a streamer or you got a YouTube channel or something, you should do the Twitter challenging game as Antagonist Spacelords Live Tunnel. Come and earn some points for April 20th. Give it away and have some fun meeting some people. Yeah, you should do the Twitter because there is a lot of people that I know I meet on Twitter. that I go into the streams and support. They support me. I made it on Twitter, so you should do it too. Antagonist, you are an IRL antagonist. Antagonist, I am still sick. Oh really? Antagonist, you're still sick? Yeah, I kind of forgot about it. How wow, you're still feeling sick, man? That's pretty crazy. You got a lot of days. You should go to the doctor, man. You should. This is the time that you should go to visit a doctor, man, because it's too many days. Usually when the things goes down in 2 3 days, there is not necessary to go to the doctor. But when things goes more than almost a week, you should go to the doctor. I know it's annoying, but it's a must, because you don't even know what's going on right now. People follow my Twitters. Don't forget to follow my Twitters. Follow my Twitters, so you know more about the things that we're doing over here in the channel. I'm gonna say to follow Spacelords Twitter too, which is a pretty nice place to know about more about Spacelords, because they post a lot of stuff from the community. They post a lot of stuff on the games. It's not just about the game, about the companies. It's about the community too. Microsting has been pretty vocal about supporting the streamers, supporting the chat, the YouTube by retweeting, by giving opportunity to do reviews like these guys that they are reviewed. Just man, this guy he do quality content. This guy is do quality content. He did a video, he did this, he did the streams. This guy is a hard worker. I'm telling you, man, there is some pretty awesome people promoting Space Lords. Look, they're even paying stuff. They doesn't even are in the game that they painted, giving ideas to the guys and the things. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Look, figurines from Hive too, which is pretty nice. Yeah. Hasogidon, thank you for the sub, Mr. Hasogidon, thank you for the sub. Thank you for subscribing to my channel for 14 months in a row, which is pretty nice, pretty awesome. I really appreciate it. It's pretty nice that you are hosting my streams without mercy. Subscribe to my streams without mercy for 14 months in a row, which is a pretty awesome support. It's more than a year. It's just like a year and 2 months, which is pretty cool. Thank you, Mr. Hasogidon. Hasogidon says, ain't nobody like a backcourt body. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you that you. Oh, man, Space Lord retweet something. It's good. Oh, thank you. Oh, look. Yeah, there is no words, man, to describe that kind of support that you giving to me, Mr. Hasogidon. I really appreciate it. It's pretty awesome. Thank you for all of that, man. Really makes me happy. Give me the motivation to continue forward. Thank you for that, man. I really appreciate it. I hope you're feeling better, man. I hope you're feeling better. You can enjoy the stream today. Yeah, I can enjoy the stream. People remember that in April 20 we're gonna have a giveaway. So don't forget about it. 5 people. Remember that here is 5 people winners. 5 people is gonna be the ones that taking the loot. So you wanna be in between the top 5 people. Don't forget to watch the streams. Watch the streams until April 20 to put your name in the leaderboards. Every time you watch the streams, you get points. That put your name in the leaderboard. When the April 20 hits, when the day hit, you get automatically to choose between a 25 cent gift card or a 25 PayPal donation, which is pretty nice. Hasogidon, much love. Thank you, man. Thank you, Hasogidon, for the subscription. It really means a lot to me. It really means a lot to me. People remember that this is not our first giveaway. We got a year or something to give it away. We're planning to continue going to give it away, so don't miss out. Into the channel, watch the streams, and get the loot. People, Ring of Deletion is gonna be our next game tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow Friday, tomorrow Saturday, 23. gonna be Ring of Deletion after the Quake Champions streams, so don't miss out because we are gonna check it out. New content that they put in the games, which is pretty nice. People, remember we are not being supported by the developers, even though you see it, that the developer put the things up here and everything. This is the only support that we got. You know, we got the retweets, we got the stuff. You know, the real supporters on my streams are you guys, the viewers, the people that subscribes and everything. You know, so I'm gonna say thank you to Codiga for subscribing to my channel. You know, so Codiva subscribed to my channel for 7 months in a row, which is pretty nice, pretty cool. I'm gonna say thank you to Codiva. Codiva, remember people, Codiva is a pretty good streamer. You know, always streaming games and everything, so check it out. I'm gonna say thank you to the Joker too, another pretty good streamer, PS4 streamer. You know, she's always trying new stuff like the VR stuff that was trying the last day that he was doing it. Subscribe to my channel, give me the support, try to give me the motivation to continue forward. You know, trying to make me sure I wake up in the morning, making sure I wake up in the morning to do the streams. I'm gonna say thank you to Foster W. Foster W, thank you for the sub. 3 months in a row. 3 months in a row, which is pretty nice, pretty awesome. I'm gonna say thank you to Foster W to subscribe to my channel, which is pretty good, pretty nice. This guy subscribe that used to be coming all the time back in the days, all the time. Now he came back stronger than ever. So I'm gonna say thank you to Foster W for coming back. You know, and keep taps. I keep taps in my streams, which is pretty good. I'm gonna say thank you to Hasugiden. Hasugiden, thank you for the sub. Thank you for everything you do. You know, 14 months in a row, as you saw earlier. 14 months in a couple seconds ago. Yeah, he was subscribed to my channel 14 months in a row, which is pretty nice. It's more than enough. It's more than enough to make me happy. Yeah, it's just a pretty awesome kind of support. I really appreciate it. I should give them for that. It was really, really, really nice. People, as you saw in the beginning of the streams, it was we got new weapons for the hype. We got new weapons in the game for the hype. The developers, microsteams, are releasing new content all the time, every time. You know, I'll show you the trailer so you see because I don't know got the weapon. You know, I don't got the weapon. But I'll show you the trailer so you can see more or less how it looks like. I really told you on Wednesday to check it out the guy's channel for the reveal. You know. You still can go check it out. So you wanna know more details about. You can still go and check it out. Let me see if I can put the link of his channel or his YouTube channel. Yeah, this is the wow. It has like a big address. Let me see if I can. How do I pop the other day the address? Oh yeah. Let me see if I can do it. So I can get a better address. Yep, better address right there. Boom. Yeah, check it out. This guy was doing a reveal. Check. Hi, Sasuke. He was doing the reveal of the. Look, guys, it's like the second. It's the second video. You know, highly recommended the 8 minutes video. So you wanna know more directly for the character. Yeah, he's basically a lot of the videos that he does is Spacelords. He's a pretty active member of the community. Has been promoting the game since the beginning, which is pretty nice. Check it out, people. Don't forget about it. Hi Sasuke is a pretty awesome dude. Yeah, I'm telling you in this way because I don't have it. I'm basically one of the one of the players of Spacelords that coming pretty late to the party. Pretty late to the party in the game, pretty late to the streams. People forget about, forgive me. Wow, forgive me and forget about it. It's almost the same word. It's pretty close. Yeah, forgive me, man, because you know it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough when you have like a 10 hours stream. Yeah, today I'm streaming, but I'm not feeling 100%. No, I got like a little back pain, my right side of my back because there's so much lifting boxes, man. It's every single hour they expect you to pick up more than 200 cases. No, you know that goes from 1 pound to 40, 60 pounds. Boxes of rice. It's pretty crazy stuff. So that's why today in field kill. Yesterday we got a meeting over there in the warehouse. They just tell it to everybody. You gotta step into your game. You gotta do more boxes. So what you say? What? It is crazy. It is crazy how. It is crazy how there are a lot of bosses and higher ups and in some companies they get like a desynthesize to tell to the people they gotta do better, they gotta do more, even though when the people is telling them, hey, this kind of job is super hard. But since the beginning they're pretty clear to give the message to the employees. You know, if you can do it, go to another place. That's how they roll. In my position, there is no there is no a lot of basically there is no a lot of it doesn't make any sense for me to complain when I got the option to just go to another place if I can don't keep up, you know. Kind of sad situation, you know, but it is what it is, you know. They put those are their terms. We need to understand it too, you know. The company at the end of the day they just want to get the jet done. As Akira says, don't mess with Ba. He will throw you the boxes at you. Yeah, no, those boxes are heavy to throw it to the people. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't feeling pretty nice today. Good thing that yesterday I was resting a lot, you know. Yesterday I didn't do the stream, so I took advantage that day and rest a lot. Why I don't doing the Thursdays streams? The Thursdays streams we are not gonna be able to do it because basically that day my mom. Bring a lot of people to the house, you know, friends of her. So they're making a lot of noise, you know, over there, talking a lot of blue jazz. You know, sometimes they call me to, you know, to say stuff, to give stuff, to go outside and buy stuff. So that's why we're not gonna do the Thursday streams. But we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday to be together, people. So don't feel sad for the one day. Of course, there is maybe I'm gonna be skipping days. You know, any other day that is not a Thursday. You know, like this week, I had to skip a Tuesday. The Tuesday I had to skip it because I wasn't feeling good. You know, I came from Monday job in the warehouse. It was like a super crazy. Yeah, I work every day, but it's a job that I need to change because it's killing me without mercy. At my age, I'm not supposed to be doing those things anymore. But when you spend like 8-7 years in a company, you know, you just don't wanna go. You know, you just wanna make sure you get something better because just go like that, it could be detriment to your future, you know. That's why I'm trying to do the streaming thing, so to see if I can, if it works in my way, because this is something I can do pretty easily, you know. But in some ways I had to step into my game because man, sometimes it's impressive when you see other people doing his stuff. They do super quality stuff that you don't even feel like you know, able to compete with those, you know, which is it is something pretty crazy. Yeah, some people just do super awesome stuff that you don't even know if you're gonna be able to compete. But at the end of the day, it's not competing, you know. It's not about competing. It's about building your own community. It's about building your own community, which is pretty nice. Hasukido's streaming consistently is hard, especially if you have all the IRL. Yeah, exactly. 100% with you, Hasukido. It's super hard for the people that only streams, that go full time. It's super hard for them, especially if you have like another job or something. But I didn't realize a lot of streamer has his own full-time job in other side outside of streaming. I thought it was like one of those guys, but there is a lot of people. There is a lot of people that do streams. They do another thing at the side, which is it's kind of crazy, man. It's kind of crazy when you see those guys doing almost an hour more. Like, man, the guys spend like 16 hours every day awake, like doing things during the day. It's pretty crazy. People, we found the match. You need to realize one thing. You need to realize, Antagonist is like the matches as Antagonist. It takes a little bit longer, you know. It takes a little bit longer because they try to match your level with the people's levels, you know. There is a lot of new people coming to Spacelords. There is a lot of console players. I believe that they prioritize the platform. Maybe they're looking for PC first.
Their selection with your own.
Then they go. Bring along makes all the difference. Then they go for the consoles to see if somebody can join, stuff like that. You see, we got 2 console people over here. We got 2, I believe, 3 console people and 1 Steam. So, you know, you see, because this game is cross-platform, well, you need to give it a little time, you know, to look for all those systems, you know. People, we're gonna be playing with Alicia.
Feeling something bad is about to happen.
We're gonna be playing with Alicia, which is one of the best characters over here in this game, because she's straightforward, you know. She flies away from the sky.
We'll hear everything they say. Look, it doesn't
she
matter
can
what you
jump pretty higher.
On our team.
It's part of the.
She's a fighter who can make a difference.
The ultimate of Alicia. Pretty hard to get it. Pretty hard to get it. If you don't get in the
they were searching for local relics.
Those relics are
in the ground, it's gonna be hard because you cannot fly a little bit in the sky.
They are made from what you Earthlings call gold.
Bad news is
once she is in the sky, it's super hard to get her.
Now they have relics.
It's pretty hard to get her. Yesterday,
hang on a second.
Wednesday, the last stream, Wednesday.
Sheila is as good as you say she is.
Wednesday, no. Yeah, Wednesday, yeah. My last stream. I really was having hard time playing against her because one of the raiders was using Alicia.
Maybe it's more your synthetic fucking innards.
Cut the chatter. We have work to do.
It was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy for me to kill that person with Alicia. Once she went in the air, it was very crazy.
Infested with rats.
Yeah, I was playing with Shy the Wednesday. It was pretty interesting, man, because Shy as a raider for me wasn't. It's always a hard, difficult way to play because she's kind of slow in many things that she does. She's not like a hurricane; it's very fast, you know. But while playing as Antagonist, I noticed that she is kind of better. She is better. Yeah, man, we got new content in the game. I don't even notice it. When I don't know how the Mercury Steam does the updates or how it is, but for me, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but for me it's like they just put it there.
Come on, kid. That contraption
The
is
game
your
doesn't even
meltdown.
download nothing. You know, it kind of feels like that, like the game doesn't even download nothing.
Reloading.
Which is pretty crazy. As Antagonist people, you need to select in which place you want to spawn by hitting the right key and the left key in the mouse. You can select the place that you wanna go to, you wanna spawn.
My dear, your lack of cooperation
This is
is
something-
annoying.
which is
I'm
something
afraid
on-
I'll have to play rough
Which is
with
one of the
you.
features of being Antagonist, you know. Right now, as you can see, those green stuff.
It will hurt
Those
less.
green stuff tells you, you know, when you can spawn. They even tell you which button you had to press in order to go to that specific place. Which is pretty nice that they do stuff like that. Kinda help you a little bit. Oh, then there's no another. This is the closer spawn. This one in the top, but it is like this is the
Tentacle
closest
destroyed.
spawn.
That's not good for you, man.
Let me go over there to see if I can. Can I took it a little bit, a while. Oh, that person. I don't even know when the person came down. In this map, it's kind of easy to be Antagonist because you got the help of the Overlord. The only thing you have to do is to keep the one thing you have to do is to keep the raiders outside of cover a little bit longer in order to. Oh, this is the guy.
I'm not pleased that you
I
are
believe that
wasting
this is
your
gonna be the
life
guy
with you.
they're gonna kill my bottom pass every single time. This is the one that carry the team. Yeah, you always have one guy that carry the team. You need to be careful because that guy is always looking in some ways for everybody. People, so you know to play this game. So you know to play this game. Don't hesitate to put in the chat. I don't know why I failed too much. It's something that I cannot figure it out. Well, my attacks failed a lot. I have been noticing that from a long time ago. That
Incredible.
my attacks fail a lot. Wow.
Outstanding.
Attacks a lot of my attacks fail a lot. It's something that I've been noticing.
Shit. One more
Um,
tentacle and you're finished.
It's kind of hard. Boy, I got it.
That was great.
I got this guy. How this guy get over there?
My patience is running out, rather scum.
As the kid says, I haven't been feeling very aggressive with this cold, so I have been playing Age of Empires 2. Oh, that game is pretty nice. Age of Empires 2 RTS, heavily created by Microsoft.
But they won't win the mission for you.
Pretty nice game. Pretty challenging too. It is pretty challenging.
She's near to me.
Oh, she didn't live to count, to tell it. She didn't live to tell anybody. Why I get repelled like that? Like almost all the time I get repelled like that. Oh, it's something that she does. Something that she does. Oh, the Constantine guy. I told you. The Constantine guy is the guy that's gonna be
Reviving you again.
get my bottle parts all the time. So I need to look for the guy. There's always one guy in the group that guy like the pretty good. It's never the whole group. I don't know if the game does it like that. Like they put you like a pretty good guy playing. I don't know if it's something that the game does, but almost all the time it happens. Like that person in the group is always the one killing you like over and over and over. I don't know why. But I'm gonna try to be careful with it. Also, Kita says, just sir, just a much slower pace. I can relax a little even though you need the strats. Oh yeah, definitely. Strategy games is like it's a game more. It's more a game of
Good.
relax more than anything. Even though sometimes it get pretty crazy, pretty hectic. I see you can do the relaxing pretty good, you know. Wow. He didn't grapple the enemy? I thought he grappled the enemy. I went 100% to attack the guy. I thought he grappled the enemy. That part. Oh, he used a lot the. He used a lot the.
Is that how you expect to fulfill
I don't know.
my plans?
Just once it happens to me again, a couple times that she began to attack, for some reason I stop attacking. I don't know if it's something that the Raiders does or something that I'm doing, but she kind of stop attacking in the middle of the attack. I believe it's something that I'm doing without noticing because it happens all the time. It's happening a lot. I believe she can jump over there. I don't know how to suspend the air. Like there is a way for me to. There is a way for me to.
You keep this up, you'll wear out my patience.
No, I'm feeling better because it's two people that are killing my butt, you know. So I'm feeling good. I don't feel when they say it's always the same guy. That's my major complaint. Like why is always this guy doing the killing? You know, why is always that guy killing me all the time? That's the only complaint that I. You know, like now it's like the Constantine guy. There has been other moments where there has been other times where is this other person. Yeah, I can see RTS games like a better relaxing activity where you know looking for resources and making your base and everything. I can see that. I don't even see the guy. I don't even see the Constantine guy over there. I don't see the Constantine guy being over there. He came from nowhere with a shield. He came from nowhere from the shield, it looks like, all the time. Oh, she dies.
They're running out of Aleph. You're doing well.
One of the advantages of in this game is that, wow, really?
Well, I'd really prefer it if they were the ones dying.
One of the things of this game that I like is you can see the enemy through the walls, as you can see. Can I help you a little bit with the strategies? Hasukina says, yeah, I don't want to get my body all worked up on PvP and FPS, leaving all the energy for getting better. What I do in RTS games sometimes, I don't know if you can do in that one, but one thing I do is,
What do you think you're doing?
I take all the enemies. I make a lobby with no enemies, so I concentrate in the building and stuff like that because sometimes it's pretty cool. It's pretty relaxing. Or I put it pretty easy, in an easy mode, so I can.
Oh, you're good.
Wow, you can do that? I didn't know that you can do that. Wow, it's learning every day, one strategy, one new strategy, almost every day. Yes, Antagonist, you will learn a lot of stuff.
Can't be revived until their shuttle returns with more. Take them all.
You will learn a little
You'll
bit
win
every
this
day
battle.
from this game. Oh, that hive lady is giving me a run for my money, man. Really? I don't know what she did right there.
I'm pleased that you are wasting the life I
As a kid, chilling in RTS can be nice. I got a homework too. It's a pretty nice RTS that you can basically.
Shit. Their shuttle is back. Apply yourself to your work, my young apprentice.
That you basically can do that.
Impressive.
I just needed to do that before. Just needed to do that before.
That was great.
I don't know what happened to me earlier.
Outstanding.
It looks like the enemies get pretty good. The riders get pretty good when the raiders get pretty good when they are almost out of Aleph. Really? Yeah, when they are out of Aleph, they got pretty good. So straight to gamer. As a game, I'm actually playing through the campaign. The game originally came out in 1999. I remember buying in 2001 and splitting the costs with my uncle girlfriend at the time, and then they broke up and kept it. So 20 years later, me finally played through it. Well, I never played that game. I got that game several times. Several times I got that game. I never beat it. I never played like a through the campaign. Never. So many things that you have to do. So many resources that you have to look for. It's kind of crazy kind of game. It is a pretty crazy kind of stuff.
Amazing kill.
Wow, how I felt that. I don't even know how I felt that. Wow. Yeah, some people are lucky. Like I was lucky right there, man. I was super lucky. Like I was super lucky. They got that other guy, I don't know, looking at me or too close. Or too close to me. My grapple for some reason are not effective at all. Like for me to do the grapple against the raiders, I need to be super careful. You know, I need to be careful, super careful to do the grapple to the raiders. Because for some reason I'm failing too much. Every time I attack it, I fail. I got so much my probabilities to fail are super high. Super high. I don't know if I had to max out my character or what it is, but it's super high. Like 90% of the time I attack first, I fail. 90% of my attacks fail. The pro, you cannot attack a raider close to another raider, because what's gonna happen is the other raider is gonna defend it. But they don't give me the other side. Really? You wanna scale like that? She's not even looking at me.
Well done.
That guy with the Lycos dying. He doesn't sometimes doesn't do nothing, but he always ready to ambush. You know, he always ready to hit me in the right moment. He has been a pretty slacking kind of guy.
Why did I ever
Wow.
be useful?
As again, I beat the Gold Edition and a part one way back when I was a kid. Before I started working regularly in 2001, Command & Conquer, Red Alert, Age of Empires, Gold Edition, and Diablo 2 added what made me a PC gamer. Yeah, at that time, that's why games at that time it feels like a better than now. It's because it wasn't that many games. Wasn't that many games. Those games like a Command & Conquer, it did pretty good because it basically didn't have competency to. Wow, you grapple? Really? Wow.
Yeah, it's showtime.
Yeah, my grapple. Oh, may it happens to her too.
If you keep this up,
It happens to her too.
to my patience.
So it looks like when you are down, the grapple it doesn't work like 100%. When the person is down. Against a person that is down, it looks like this, no. It doesn't work like 100%.
Unbelievable.
Really? The guy with the freaking shield. How's it going to say how has been scanning photos? Some are from between 1890 and 1930, so I think I got a nice and cold. Oh, really? So good. You need to be careful. You need to go to doctor, man. You need to go to doctor for reals. You cannot be kidding with that. You don't even know what you have right now. If you was doing that with pictures or that all, you need to be super careful, man. You don't even know what you got right now. Die, man! Die! Die! I believe she killed his
They're running out
friends.
of Aleph. You're doing
Oh
well.
yeah, I believe that he killed his friend too. With that explosion. Explosion that killed everybody without mercy. That has a good that you should check it out with the doctor, man.
Recalibrating target acquisition sensors. Hostile
Because
contacts on the access platform.
you don't even know what you have right now. It will be pretty dangerous. As you get Antagonist plays hella crazy. Oh yeah, you got a lot of help. I got a lot of help with the beholder, all the enemies, the sniper. You got a lot of help, but it is something that it's a game mode. It is a game mode that will test you. You know, it will test you a lot. Especially when you got players like this one. You know? It doesn't matter how you do, they got you all the time. And you got players like this
They're
one.
out of Aleph. They can't be revived until their shuttle returns.
It is
with
pretty
more.
crazy. Look,
Take them all out now, and you'll win this battle.
they are out of alley, but everybody's already spawned again, you know, so the game giving them like that little opportunity, you know, to Wow. She was going forward. Notice me at the last second. I decide to attack me and block my grab. There is some players that they basically made magic in this game. They basically, you see Ellie, how they basically through the walls, hit me through the walls and everything.
Is that how you expect to fulfill my plans?
There is some players that basically they do magic. I don't know. Oh, I don't get the other spawn anymore. This one.
Shit! Their shuttle is back. Apply yourself to your work, my young apprentice.
The shuttle doesn't take no time at all. When I'm playing as a raider, the shuttle takes like a 100 all the time, all the work. When I'm playing as a raider, the shuttle never came back. Wow, the guy, that Akuzaian guy, I never said that. I never see the guy that came from nowhere all the time. All the time that guy came from nowhere. It looks like he's just hiding, waiting for me. I don't know. Every time I'm going to kill somebody, he came from nowhere. From nowhere, boom, 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 he killed me. That's crazy. I got sick like 2 weeks ago, now 11 days or so, and it was the body act and ear infection. About 5 days later, I was better. But Thursday was 10 years since my grandpa passed away, so I was drinking whiskey in his honor, and I pushed it too far. I threw a lot that night, and then when I woke up the next day, my heart started to get head cold with a cough. So I think I had 2 different colds in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's the reason you should go to the doctor and check it out, because you don't even know what happened. You know, maybe you got maybe I hope no, but maybe you have an infection or something. So you need to check it out, the doctor, man, because even though you believe it's a cold, even though you believe it's a cold, you need to do something, man. You should do something because that could be dangerous.
Consider Shay dead. I'll make charcoal out of you.
That could be pretty dangerous, man.
Scheiße, don't charm now.
That took forever, man. That took forever for me to begin attacking. You need to be careful when you play Antagonist not to go attack the enemies, the raiders right away, because you take like a few seconds. You take like a few seconds before killing the people. Before able to attack him, it takes like a few seconds.
Incredible.
Another thing that goes against you
I'll make charcoal out of you.
is like the attacks. You can spawn.
Fire! What are you waiting for?
You can spawn the attacks, but
Let's revive this place.
it's gonna go against you. Oh, that guy's almost dead.
Good.
That could go against you.
Impressive.
Oh, she tried to do the thing with the gun. Oh, what you killing? Don't let me kill it to me. Yeah, she tried to do the thing with the gun. There's a trick we have in the gun that you can basically get the antagonist almost every single time.
Yeah, it's showtime.
Almost every single time you can get the antagonist. Wow, they do it all the time. I don't know why it doesn't work for me. They kind of grab you from through the walls. As Sagita says, no more whiskey until they've been better. Yeah, the alcohol sometimes beneficial for the flu and stuff like that, but at the same time, it like it puts you your defense, lowers your defense too. Oh, this guy doesn't know that the grapple is no good. I know what it is with the hide with this character. I know what it is. Her gun. Once he shot to you should go out from her because her gun can kill you. That's what happened. That's what happened. Every time I try to attack her gun, you see? It takes my energies right away. Gaudi Joker, welcome to the stream, Mr. Gaudi Joker, welcome to the streams. I really hope that you're coming ready to have some fun, Mr. Gaudi Joker. Thank you for the host, Mr. Gaudi Joker. Thank you for the host. Thank you for spreading the word about my channel. It brings more people to the streams, which I really appreciate, Mr. Gaudi Joker.
Come on, are you going to chase something like this?
That person was shooting on me, man. When you get shot like that, your energy goes down super fast. Guy. Cortez!
You're doing well.
Cortez always doing the crazy things. Hasagitas, if I am not better by Monday, probably check it out. Yeah. You should check it out because you got already too many days. You already have too many days. Too many days are kind of dangerous, you know.
Your bones.
A guy with the thing.
Incredible.
Look, she not even.
You know,
She don't even have to be
really
close to me.
if they were
Once
one
she don't even have to hit me, you know. Because once she shoot me with a gun, that's it. That's it for me.
No! I'll make charcoal out of you. I'll turn you into ashes.
So this lady, the high lady, is one of the characters I need to.
I'll fry your bones.
They need to kill like at the first time.
Turn you into ashes.
I got kill it right away. was looking at me. That lady here, that's one of the characters I need to kill her like a right away because she has that. They shoot at me a little bit. That's it. She don't have. She just have not to do nothing. She doesn't have to do nothing else. Really, you're gonna cut my thing. And she got a lot of advantages. She got a lot of advantages. Has it took them like a week to approve the new emotes this time? They are getting slower, but you should have hype and GG now, but yeah, I believe I got it. So you got it, I got it. Because I believe they put everybody at the same time. Once they make it available, everybody can use it.
You won't want to bother me again.
Wow. This time I failed and they didn't even show me the fail thing.
Bother reviving you again.
Which meant I was like far away. Too far away. See that guy is over there, only is camping, only is just there. But every time attacking somebody, he came from nowhere. He came from nowhere to attack. Oh, that guy dies. Look how much is taking. Oh, why he don't die? Why he don't die? You're not gonna die, man? Wow.
They're out of Aleph. They can't be revived until their shuttle returns with more. Take them all out now, and you'll win this battle.
Freaking Cortezes. Well, I got plenty of time.
Come on, are you going to chase something like this?
Die, man. Wow, that guy is spawned from nowhere.
Come on, don't be shy.
It was like a one person alive. They all respawn again.
Just what I needed.
It was like a one person only alive. They all respawn. The time doesn't even. They all respawn back again. Oh, that's the longest. That grapple, the guy, he go super far away. Super far away. I was.
Shit. Their shuttle is back.
They are
Apply
ready.
yourself to your
They have
work,
been already the
apprentice.
whole time. So it didn't matter. It didn't matter that the shadow went down, went over there and come back. It didn't matter. Wow, this guy don't die. He don't die. He don't die when he's down like that. He take all the damage of the world. He never dies.
Damn it!
That guy never dies. When that guy goes
It's
down
time
like
to
that,
judge your skills, my young apprentice.
forget about it. He's gonna be taking damage until tomorrow.
I expect better, or you shall suffer the
A small
consequences.
token of my appreciation. Glory still awaits.
I know, at least I get like a
Prepare
little
yourself
bit
for the next battle. You still have much to
of
learn.
gold, a little bit of fashion punch to calm my wounds. That's okay to say, hey, I got a jacket. Yeah, I believe I got those emotes. Let me see. Yeah, I always had the hype. They never take it from me. Yeah, they never take it from me. The hype. So I don't understand what is that Hasugidon. Now we got in the first tier we got two icons now. Two emojis in the first tiers. That's what it is. Cause I never understood. Yeah, but my question is it's like two emojis in the first tier now. You don't have to subscribe to another in order to get two. 'Cause that's what it looks like. Now you got like a two in the first tier. Hasugidon 6 months starting last month. Affiliates who hit a certain amount of set points get extra emojis. Yeah, I get that you get extra emojis. My question is, in the first tier you got like a more than once. That's what it looks like. I only subscribe to the channel in the first tier, so I'm getting two emojis in the first tier. I don't have to. Just it's a tier 1. Hasugidon says yes. Hasugidon says so. If you have 15 sub points in February, you got second tier 1. Now in March, if you have 25 sub points, you get third tier 1. Oh. Yes, it's a tier 1. The better you do. Oh, that's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. Unfortunately, in my case, it doesn't make any difference because I don't have more emoji. I don't have more emoji. I only have one emoji, so it's gonna be hard for me to create another one because the time, my tongue is getting crazy. Like every single spare time that I have, I have to do something else. So. Another thing is like the system that they have with emojis and everything is pretty time consuming. You need to scale down by yourself. They should have a tool that do that. That thing like a scale down by yourself, it get tricky sometimes. They're supposed to have a tool for that this time already. That you submit a picture, they scale down and everything. Hasekidos, I give this 7 absurd last weekends to get enough points so I could give it the second. I can't afford to give it a third. Hasekidos, I have 4 on here, but I have already made more in case I can ever use them. Oh, that's pretty nice. Yeah, you got a lot of emojis. You're doing good in the emojis apartment. The emojis apartment, you're doing pretty good. In the emojis department. You will play as the antagonist, the one that take all the bottom, kicking the bottom parts. As you get this, you have to scale them to, yeah. So it's not that hard. You just have to set your camera currently in your program. Well, it's not that hard for me. It's not that hard for you. But it is hard for people that doesn't even know. Like the first one I did, I had to download like a 3 or 4 program because any of the programs that I was using,
bring along makes all the difference.
it works for it. So I had to download one specific program to do that, and it was pretty crazy. Because the bigger ones was easy.
To you, suckers.
The bigger ones were easy. The pro was the 28 by 28. That was the one that was giving me problems. That was the only one that was giving me problems. The other ones was pretty easy to do. As again, I consider everything we do on a stream to be a skill to that point. So I don't think that people who don't know should get it.
A time gone by, a time when my people believed that possessing and dominating the Aleph would take us to the pinnacle of civilization.
Sphere detects and devours all Aleph in its location. More
Well, what I believe they should have a tool already.
General Marmalade. If we can get close enough to him with
They should have a tool already that does that. You submit a picture, if the picture is scaled down, scale up. That's what I'm trying to say, you know. Like almost every single website where you submit pictures and stuff like that,
Party time.
they got like a little tool to do that.
Come on,
Sometimes those tools, they don't even have to develop it. Sometimes those are things that
don't let these upstarts get the liar sphere.
sometimes those are things that
Fucking happy about getting
you put on your website without having to
sure it's not radioactive.
develop it by yourself, you know.
Special container to transport it.
So at this point, I believe they should have something. So people doesn't have to download his own program and do his own scaling. As I get very angry when I see a streamer with thousands of viewers who can't even troubleshoot their stream problems. They're making full-time money with no time knowledge.
We're out of here, man.
I don't get Hasekido either. I don't get that. It's
Come on, make me proud.
what I believe is those guys doesn't work alone. You know, it's like there is one guy that is willing to stream, but there is like a bunch of guys behind it, helping them to go to do the streams in some ways. What I notice as about a lot of those streamers like that, They are family of very influential people. They are families. They got a uncle or somebody or some brothers or anything that they know how to do like marketing and stuff like that. I run into a couple guys that they has like a less than a year. They're almost ready to get partner. They're almost ready to get partner because they got like a friends that work on marketing. They do stuff for them. They bring it. Those guys they help them bring a lot of people to the streams. Yeah, it is something that I can. That is something that I kinda know it's pretty possible because there is a lot of people that know a lot of people, you know. That helps a lot. Wow, these people always together.
The drone is history now.
I have seen 3 girls
Watch
this
the
month
steer.
without problem,
Help
and
the
it's
rotters
just
take it to
them.
the container.
And they have a gullible guys on the stream who help them for the attention and nothing more. Oh, see you really know those persons? You know, I don't know, you know. In that case, I don't know. See, you personally know those persons, you know, I don't know. But see, you don't know those persons, you don't even know what's behind it. I'm pretty sure they got more people that doesn't go into the stream, bro. They got more people behind it, helping them with marketing and many things. You know, basically, they are not. They see like you can say like, oh, they are alone, but basically they are not alone at all. You know, they got people behind it that help them with many things that maybe they don't help them with the streams, but with the marketing they really help them, you know, to bring more people because that's why they got thousands of viewers, you know. That's why they got thousands of viewers, because they got people behind it, bringing in people, you know. So these people make money making emojis because it's real graphic design, so automatic that and letting people like those girls who don't know anything get more for free. I am not okay with. I'd rather you design or pay for. No. That's not what I'm trying to say, Hasogidon. I'm not trying to say like I'm not trying to say like a Twitch make you designs. No. I'm telling you, once you get a design, you submit the picture into Twitch. Twitch scale is do all the thing for you. I scale it down, get all the different versions, because the only thing that you have to do is to scale it down.
The rotters are taking the spheres.
You know?
Protect them.
It's basically scale it down. I'm not talking about they do the design. I'm talking about the scaling down process that could be automatic. It doesn't have to be.
Why
It doesn't have to
would
be.
I ever think you'd be useful?
It doesn't have to be like. It doesn't have to be like you try to look for a. Let's say you got the design already. Do you got the design already? You know, you just have to scale it down. Why you have to look for another program or having that hard? For me, it was hard to find a program that does that because our race doesn't do it. They don't scale it down to that little 28. So I had to find another program that does it.
The rotters are taking the spheres. Protect them.
I know I cannot protect. These guys are playing together. These guys are playing too good. I don't even can spawn. These people are playing too good. They never get along. They never get along. When I'm trying to kill it, they just pulverize me. Oh, so you don't say I know you aren't. Oh. But it has spent hours on emotes. It's not that simple as scaling. I had to redesign my rad designs 5 times before I could find one that was scaled properly. So if you don't scale before going to Twitch, you will know the scale doesn't work until it's too late. This is free and it does that. Microsoft Paint does it. Yeah, but you know how to submit it. I'm telling. What I'm trying to say is like we're supposed to have a tool that simplifies the process. I know, and the way we're doing it, it's like that. You have to do it 5 times. You have to make sure because that's the problem. The way we're doing it. But they should have his own tools. So it simplifies the process. Because that's why it's like that, it's kind of challenging because we're doing it with third-party solutions. We're not doing it in a very effective way. We have to rely on other softwares and stuff in order to do this. Well, finally, get somebody from far away, from the sky. Hi. Possibilities would have taken longer to save each of those files loaded to them to Twitch scale. Then realized I had to go back to my program to fix my. That's the. No, I don't believe it. Actually, I don't believe it because if you have a tool, see Twitch has a tool that tells you before submitting it is good or is bad for them to take it. I'm talking about a tool that really simplifies that. The keyword is simplifies. What I'm trying to say is, I'm not telling you there is a tool that does that right now. I'm not telling you that they should do it right away. But they should develop a tool or find a tool that does that. Because there are tools over there that does that. You upload it to your Twitch. If the scale even tell you if it is good or it is not. Because what I'm trying to say is like they should have a tool that simplifies the process. That's what I'm trying to say, How the tool works, how the tool does it, I don't know, but they should have something that simplifies the. But that's my opinion, Maybe people prefer to do it by themselves, but I believe They should have a tool that simplifies the situation because there is some people that streams doesn't even have computers. You know, they only have the cell phones. They only have the cell phones and stuff like that. So.
That was great. Impressive. Outstanding.
Looking for me? As you can see in my program, I go for 128 and immediately know if it still works. If no, I hit Ctrl C and tweak it. As you can see, they go through real life people to get approved, so all the Twitch scaler will show you is what the emoji will look like in their page, which is the same as changes your work to 128 by 100 in your program and see it in real time.
Sphere on the last enemy altar. Get it before the barrier is destroyed.
No, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. That's okay.
All my dogs are dead. Stop the hunt.
Wow. That guy got me. Pretty good.
I won't bother reviving.
Wow, that guy. The only thing that the guy is doing is waiting for me. That's the problem. They're playing pretty good, let me tell you. They are together. As long as I keep them together like that, it's not gonna be possible for me to attack them. Look, even the host say bye bye. Even the host say bye bye. As you can only tell with your eyes, a computer can tell you. I had to tweak the design on rad and hype so many times, not because they didn't look good as a design, but because they go scale it down, they condense the pixels, made it harder to read certain things. You can know that until you see it at the side. So in your program, if you make it right side right away, you see that versus making a design, loading, letting Twitch scale it, and then seeing if it looks good or not. No, the problem, no, it's not the problem. So the problem is what I'm saying is something, the problem is
watch the sphere.
the problem is
Help the rotters take it to the container.
I'm not saying nothing like that, you know.
The enemy
The problem
barrier
is
is
I
coming.
cannot tell
Don't
you
let
what.
them take the sphere.
The problem is I cannot communicate to you
Guys, I lost one of
what
the
I'm
leader signals.
what I'm
Whatever
trying to
happened
say.
to
That's the
replace them
that's the
with
main
one of my
problem.
quadruplets? Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
I got an idea in my mind. I got an idea in my mind because I see stuff like that before. Especially for people that doesn't have software, people that are not software savvy, people that doesn't even have computer. The only thing that they have is like the cell phone or anything like that. You know. Because the problem is you're a graphic designer. You got the softwares, you know. You got everything in your hands, so it's difficult for you to see it. It's difficult for you to understand that a program can do the same thing that you do, because you do by yourself. That's the main problem, you know. You got all the programs, you got all the software, so it's kind of difficult for you to see it like a, oh, I don't need a tool because I got all the things, you know. You got all the things. That's the main problem. For a person that doesn't have nothing of those like that, or for me, like in the beginning, it took a while for me to figure it out. I say to myself, it's not supposed to be like this. You know, it's not supposed to be like this. At this DNA, it's not supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be more, you know, it's supposed to be more straight line, because relying. A lot of people got the emojis because they pay for it, you know, they pay for it and everything. Wow, all the respawn points are pretty far away, man. They're together. As long as they're together, it's gonna be hard for me to kill her. As I understand, you want to load 1080 photos and have a to grow tool to fit your design into the mode. And that will work sometimes, but most of the time I will just show you that you need a program to fix your photos, because most things cannot be made. That time is still be readable, and games free for everyone is almost identical to Photoshop. Sometimes using GIMP instead of no, you don't. It's difficult for me to explain it without showing you, you know. Why cannot have a tool like that in the? I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something. Look, we got this program. It's online. No, it's online. This program is called Sumo Paint. Look, you only have to click over there. Oh, I need to activate the flash. I'm gonna show you how Twitch cannot have something like this. You know, and you can do your own thing without having to download a third-party solution. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, it's not more complex than that. That's what, you know, you scale, you do the things, boom, and then when you see everything is okay, you click submit without having to go a third-party solution. Look, at this process is online. It's online. It's in a browser. You see, in a browser. You can do all the painting, all the tweaking. Why they don't have a tool like that? That's what I'm trying to say. You know, it's no more bigger than that. You know. That's what I'm trying to say, you know. Why they don't have a tool like that in the program, so people that has like a cell phone or stuff like that can just go to that part of the thing and do the thing, you know, so without having to download and relearn another software, you know, another software that maybe it looks good in the software. Then when you upload it, it doesn't look that good. you know. Hasogeda says, and game is free for everyone. It's almost identical to Photoshop. Sometimes use a game instead of my Photoshop because I like it. I like it tool set. Hasogedans and Autodesk is used for free PC and mobiles. I have made designs on mobile without trouble, so tools are available. Hasogeda is the same reason Twitch doesn't offer sub overlay. That's third party. They offer a streaming service because they don't do host software. That's why they have released statements that their goal is to be a server. You will have to learn whatever they implement in it. No, look, Hasogeda. There is a. This is my channel. You see it, my channel. You see over here, my channel. Check it out. This is a overlay created by Amazon. So it's the same Twitch. You know, Twitch is a Amazon company. This is an overlay created by Amazon where you post stuff. Just because the third party went all out, the third parties went all out, and did the thing first. It doesn't mean they are not able to do it. Amazon has like a whole programming. You know, they make video games. They got their own engine. You know, they got their own engine. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of difficult for me to tell you what I'm really thinking because that's the point. You know, that I'm trying to say is like they're supposed to have something like that already implemented in the program because I don't see no why. You know. I am talking about your recent subscribers overlays. Oh, the alerts. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it is. Well, I don't wanna argue about it because this is not. I'm not to give it the idea to argue about it. You know. I'm not saying it's not possible to do it right now. I'm not saying people cannot learn it. Yeah, people can learn and everything, but I believe they have to do. They need to have. That's the only thing I'm trying to say. They need to have a tool in the software. You know. I don't see why not. You know. That's the only thing. They do overlays. They do games. They got their own engine. Man, we're talking about a company that has everything set up right now. So I see that Twitch in many ways they are the pioneer. They are the pioneer, but in some ways they should have his own thing. You know, even though the third parties are there, I don't see why not to have their own thing, their own things. You know, that is the. As against, I think it would be ridiculous and waste of resources for them to build their own paint program for both PC and mobile. They don't have to build it. They can. But I show you already that it's available. You know, they can use other people's systems. You know. Hasogida says, I have spent 10 years struggling because I went into graphic design. You're telling me my tools and how things like this have been done are wrong. So what do you want me to say? I'm not saying it's wrong. I never say it's wrong. I never say it's wrong, Hasugita. I say Twitch is supposed to have his own tools. I'm not saying it's wrong in the way you're doing it. I'm not saying the way we're doing it is wrong. I say they should have his own little tool. You know? As again, it's strictly because programs that are becoming free, hardware is becoming a cheaper, and AI is introducing things that take away skill. No, just because they have his own tool, nothing. So it's not gonna change the world, you know. It's just a platform that should have his little things. So people that doesn't have the software, that doesn't have the knowledge, that doesn't have the time, you know, can do things too. Be available to them too. That's for me and for you. It's easy to do it. I got my emoji. I did it in less than 3 hours. It's easy for me. It's easy for you. But just because it's easy for you, it's easy for me. It doesn't matter that for other people it's easy. You know. That doesn't gonna destroy the business behind it, because you still have to pay. If you don't know how to draw, you still have to pay somebody else to do the designs and everything. So I don't see why not. You know, that's the only thing. I don't see why not. People are gonna say thank you to the people that subscribe to my channel. Pretty awesome group of people that come to the channel and subscribe, to give the support every day without mercy. I'm gonna say thank you to Godiva for the subs. Subscribe to my channel for 7 months in a row, which is pretty nice. Keep it up, Mr. Godiva. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna say thank you to Kaori Joker for subscribing to my channel. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome that Kaori Joker has decided to subscribe to my channel, giving me the motivation to continue forward. I'm gonna say thank you to Fosu W. Thank you for subscribing to my channel for 3 months in a row. It's really appreciated, Mr. Fosu W. It is pretty nice, pretty awesome that you subscribe to my channels without mercy. Just keep it up, Mr. Fosu W. I'm gonna say thank you to Hasugidon. Hasugidon, thank you for the sub. Thank you for subscribing to my channel for 13 months in a row. 14 months in a row, which is pretty nice. I really appreciate it, Mr. Hasugidon. That kind of support, it really goes far away in my channel. It really helps me to continue forward. It really helps me with the motivation. It is pretty nice, pretty awesome. Just keep it up, Mr. Hasugidon. People remember that in April 20, we're gonna have a give it away, which is it's gonna be pretty nice. You know, the only thing you have to do is to watch the streams to get points and get in the leaderboards. Get loot by watching the streams and keep your name in the leaderboards too. Because in April 20, we get to choose between a 25 Steam gift card and 25 PayPal donations. Don't miss out, people. Don't miss out. Remember that we are not being supported by developers. The only reason that we are streaming this game is because we like it a lot. If we want to spread the word, because we were victims. We were victims back in the days of games that we were playing, having fun, and then disappear because they didn't have the support on the back of the community. So we don't want that to happen to Spacelords. That's one of the reasons we are supporting the game like 100%, you know, to make sure we're still playing the game for years to come. Hasagidon says, struggling because programs are becoming free, hardware is becoming cheaper, and AI introducing things that take away skill. Hasagidon says, no easy for me. I look 5 hours making Rat, and I'm probably going to redo it because I still don't like it how it turned it out when Twitch converted. 7 hours, 3 hours. Hasogidon says hype, 7 hours. GG, 3 hours. Ripped, 8 hours. Hasogidon says, I don't sleep 3 hours at night because I like being tired. I do it because it takes sacrifice to get certain things done. Well, but that's your case. That is your case, Hasogidon. You know, you're talking about you. You're talking about you. You know, my experience with those emojis, the emoji that I did, it was totally different from that. Totally different from that. Because I took a picture that I did back in the days, like I didn't do anything for Twitch. This picture I did it. Look, this picture I did it. Like the July 2015. You know? July 2015. It was like at the last, my last, like at the far away, like at the, you see, you got three dates. You got 2015, 2018, and 2019. You know. They say created in 2018, but it is not. It wasn't 2015 that I created this. You know. It's a modified 2015. It doesn't make sense. You analyze. You know. But it was created in 2015, basically. That was like the farther away day that I have. So I didn't create this for Twitch. I don't even create it for Twitch. I just took it, scaled down, and put in Twitch. That's it. So I believe if they got a tool to do that, a tool that really helps people, a tool that is designed to do that, a specific purpose, I believe it could be nice. I don't know if you understand me now, you know. It could be pretty awesome for a lot of people. They're not like you and me, because for me and you it's easy to do stuff over here because we got the whole life doing this. Doing computer stuff. You know, it's kind of, I understand it's kind of difficult to see the need. You know, it's kind of difficult to see the need because you already know a lot of stuff. You are a professional in the field. It's kind of difficult for you to understand that there is people that are not that savvy like you. Doesn't have the time, but they wanna do the things. You know, they wanna get the things. I don't know how much it costs to make those emojis, but I believe it's not that cheap, you know. Graphic design is not cheap at all. I don't know, maybe $5, maybe, I don't know. Since you go to Fiverr, but outside the Fiverr, I believe it costs more.
Don't rush.
It's just an idea, you know. It's not like we are gonna be arguing or we're gonna change the market. It's just an idea, you know. It's not something that will destroy everything. You know, it's not nothing is gonna be destroyed just because they do something like that. Hasakita just taking the picture and Microsoft Paint of games should only take you 5 minutes maximum. Next time, make a blank document and a square solution. I usually use 2000x 2000 by 2000 as default. Then you paste whatever folder you want to use into the space, stretch it how you want it, then resize the picture to 128
the protector's
by
lineage has guarded
128
the technology
pixels.
of the ancient world for thousands
Most of the
years.
people I grew up with
It's a cruel
haven't
irony
never
that same
even on a
technology
computer,
that
so I
has
understand.
destroyed our planet is now our only hope.
People
By
usually
recovering the
charge
warp drive
about
in which our
20 for
ancestors
an aim
followed
of
the
these things,
space-time
but I
in
am
order to
sure
retrieve
less
instant
now.
interstellar travel.
People do
we
it
can
much cheaper.
return the humans back to their planet in the blink of an
Yeah,
eye.
maybe,
Shay
yeah.
saw these protectorate symbols around this location. The community there was trying to flee the fighting, but were captured by the Hades division.
I could do nothing to help them, but I'm sure they've taken them to the Sargon mines. If Urugal, the second protector, is still alive, that's where he'll be.
In which case, there's no time to lose. Let's go.
Come on, make me proud.
Well, today has been a crazy day for me as antagonist because
Splendid.
the people that came to the match has been pretty good. That last group of people, they came me from spawning.
Come on, kid.
They came me
Don't
from
waste
spawning,
this
which was
opportunity.
pretty crazy.
I see the prisoners, but they seem out of it. Try overloading them with olive.
They gave myself from spawning, which was pretty crazy. Let me see if I can do different. The fail in my part is over the top.
Amazing kill. Outstanding.
Well, at least these people are dying a little bit. Because I was pretty crazy. How you saw me from there? Hasagita says Antagonist ship 5 years ago I was designing logos for a local business and such we saw basically like this amount and I was getting paid 50 and 100 for a simple 2-hour design. But as technology progresses and my skill goes up, I make less and less money. Yeah, that's crazy, eh? That is something that was asking me the other day, like, man, I used to program back in the days. Yeah, I didn't have any like a lot of knowledge about programming, you know. It was like a programming and everything for a company in an office. Now that I'm basically a proper programming, I don't get the programming jobs anywhere.
Incredible.
It is crazy. It is crazy.
Yeah, it's showtime.
I believe what the problem is that there is more people doing it. Back in the days, in the places I was doing it, back in the days in the area I was doing it, like almost nobody used to do it. Oh really, he got me?
Why did I ever think you'd be useful?
Has against iPhones has killing my photographic dreams? Really? That's something I don't understand with Hasogita. I believe. I don't know in which part of photography you wanna do your thing.
Is that how you expect?
I believe it's still a lot of film photography that you can, a lot of stuff in photography that you can do. But again, I don't know what kind of photography or what kind of stuff you wanna do in the field. Because I don't know a lot. I don't know a lot about photography.
You bastard.
Roger, but I can't get close enough to beat you up. Their anti-aircraft guns will destroy me.
But
Non sintalo, but
I believe it's, you know, we are in internet stuff. basically it's about for pictures and stuff like that. So, but again, I don't know nothing about that, so it's kind of difficult for me to figure it out. But you should have a lot of customers maybe. Wow, that guy, I don't even know what that guy was going to another place. Hasukina says, yeah, it's the hardware networks and laptops, and even some desktop PC are less than Xbox nowadays. And if you can get one of those, almost everyone has a smartphone now, which are capable of crazy things as you look into them. Time Magazine shot takeovers with an iPhone
Taken the old man.
at the end of 2017. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I heard about movies being made. I heard a bit about movies being made with being recorded by iPhones and stuff like that, but it's not like every single movie has been recorded like that, or is being recorded like that right now. You know? So in some ways, I believe.
You heard it. Get with it.
I believe there is other ways to monetize.
Take out the old man if you get the chance. I hate him.
Pictures and stuff like that, you know. So
Don't worry, they won't break through this one.
the only reason I am working in the warehouse is like a computer application. Do a computer application takes time, you know. So sometimes when you want to finish an application, you already have like you already have to pay bills. You already have to pay like. You already have to pay bills. You already have to pay the rent. For me, even though there is people that do it, I don't know. For me to do an application and put it in the store and be able to live from the application in less than a month, it's like a unrealistic expectation. You know, I don't know if with pictures is the same. But that's the only problem. It takes time for me to monetize, create and monetize applications. You know, that's why I am in the warehouse, because when I decided to finish something, before I decided to finish something.
You're doing well.
I could leave without having to finish any application, you know.
The old man's shield is down. Now's your chance.
I either say, yeah, a movie got made last year and it was
His
nominated
shield
for
back and he
awards.
is advancing.
So I know, but a lot of money in photography, for example, since you are in the industry, is wedding photography or seniors photos. A lot of that business has either disappeared because people are okay using their iPhones now, or you get paid $150 of what you used to eat if you are lucky. Wow. That's pretty sad to hear, man. That's very sad to hear.
Outstanding. They're out of Aleph. They can't be revived until their shuttle returns.
I hope.
Take them all. Excellent.
I hope things goes better, you know.
And you win. Good. Finish off the old man and you will win this battle.
Oh, he got me again? No matter what. That's pretty crazy to hear that.
Soldiers, everyone attack the prisoner.
Yeah, I believe one of the problems too is like there's a lot of people doing the same thing.
Shit. Their shuttle is back. Apply yourself to your work, my young apprentice.
There is a lot of people doing the same things too. There's a lot of competence.
The old man's got his shield back and he is advancing.
I saw a lot of pictures that you have that are pretty good, but they are not in the. I don't know if you can sell those pictures. These pictures are pretty nice.
Do something now, or they'll get away. The old man is going to try some sort of spell. You don't have much time.
This the first photo I saw to a website back in 2011-ish. I got 100 and some change for. Now when I do, I get only 50 cents and $5. Wow. It's too crazy. It is too crazy, man. It is too crazy.
If you keep this up,
I know a person that's doing the wedding thing. Bro, he's doing it like basically his own community from people that he knows. Well, I don't know how good he's doing about that. I don't know realistically how much he's doing or he's doing good. He looks like he's doing good, but the reality of that, I don't even know how good, you know, he's doing.
Impressive.
Wow, that's the problem. When they got together, it's not able. It's no way for me to kill it when they are together like that. Wow.
Lost his shield temporarily. Now he's more vulnerable than ever.
As Akita says, most of my good stuff you can only see in 500 pixels or Getty image. I don't post the good stuff public because I had too much stuff getting stolen. It taking 5 seconds to remove a watermark with the new Photoshop. Oh yeah, that's true. Wow, that guy just killed one guy. When I tried to hit it, he just got me. It was super fast.
Shit, the old man's got his shield back and he is advancing.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy how everything has advanced. I tried.
Stop! No!
I tried.
Damn it! Fuck!
As you can say, things might be a little different in your area, but here, 15 years ago, I'm waiting for
I
order
already
for
knew that
would be
trick.
between $2,500 and $4,000. Now it's between $300 and $1,500.
Hurry! I can't control this quantum stasis much longer!
$300?
I hope you learn from your
Still good?
failure.
Somebody call a cab?
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know how much you have to put in.
Don't worry, buddy. It's my turn now.
But yeah, my friend is doing it. It kind of looks like he's doing it good, but I don't really know. I don't really know. One thing I know is between people in his community, you know, people from his country. He live in New York. He giving those service in New York City for people from his own country. So I didn't saw like people from
I expect
other like American guys doing it with him or from other countries. It's always within his community, I believe. He's people from the church and stuff like
not
that.
bad, but you
So
need
I
to
don't know.
train more.
I don't know how good it's going for him because you never get to know those things. But yeah, you kinda hit the nail. You kinda hit the nail in the head. You know, everybody has an iPhone. They got a lot of very beautiful resolutions now. So I can see how people. Oh, let's take it with the iPhone. You know, it's cheaper than call somebody else. I can see that very clearly. Kind of makes sense. Especially you got a cell phone that can do basically professional work right off the bat. People are gonna take 1 minute only. When I came back, just gonna be wrapping up the stream. So see, you wanna stay? I wanna say thank you, but I just telling you so you know when I came back, just gonna be wrapping up the streams because it's getting late for me. So give me 1 minute, coming back 1 minute only. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, people, I'm back and I'm back for more. Yeah, we are basically wrapping up the streams because it's getting late for me. As a guidance, if you are doing your job right, a wedding should be about 4 or 12 hours of being at the wedding and taking pictures, and between 50 and 100 hours of editing. Wow, those numbers are crazy. 100 hours to edit a picture? That's a crazy amount, man. Well, I don't know. You know, I believe I believe he's doing good, but I don't know. I don't know how that good he's doing. You know, because I see his pictures in Facebook and everything. He seems to be happy. I really don't know about photography. For me, has been something that it has been something kind of difficult to figure it out because. As you say, you know, there is I always in my house. We always have cameras in my house, even though over here nobody is a photographer, but we always have cameras. So for me, it was kind of difficult to figure it out how people can make money from it because that's the problem. When you have something, you know something, you believe everybody does, you know. So for me, it was like every time people tell me like, "Oh, I'm gonna do photography," I never figured it. I never see like how people do money with that, you know. But people that are doing real money with that, those are people that travel, and basically this is like a more than a full-time job. Like they spend time, a lot of time in the photography, you know. That's one thing I see. Like they spend so much time to look for that perfect picture, for that picture that could sell it to somebody, companies or something like that. I don't know. As I get into travel photography and landscape is where I have made the most of my money. That's why you kind of figured it out how to make money from photography. So that's why I kind of see like that's why I kind of confused because you already know how to where to go, where who to talk to in order to make money with. But yeah, at the same time you say things are changing and nobody wants to pay the money that's required. So maybe you compare the effort that you're gonna put against the money you're gonna get. Maybe it's not worthy at all. Because you spend thousands traveling. There's no point to get $300 for a picture, you know. It's just no. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, Hasagita says, would you spend your money traveling to make money? So I always broke. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say right now. Look at how coincidence here. How coincidence we got the same thing. Yeah, it doesn't make sense if you like spend $500 traveling and then you get like a $300 for a picture or for a couple pictures. I don't know, for a group of pictures. I don't know how those things sells. Kinda doesn't make any sense. But I don't know. in other hand, I see professionals that say like, "Oh, I'm been looking to find this company that pay me." Or this. Like I say, it's about luck sometimes. Like to find some clients that are willing to pay for your work, some magazine or something. Like basically, it's kind of lucky thing, you know. Because you can hear people talking that people that are professionals. You go to YouTube's. You go to YouTube and watch videos of people that take pictures and stuff like that. They kind of tell it like, "Oh, I've been lucky that to find this company or to find those companies that really." It's kind of crazy. And so again, that's why I have stuck with streaming so long. So I used to lots of hours with little pay. Joke. I hit it for my friends. Yeah. I don't know, man. Damn. I don't know, man. It's just like it's kind of difficult to. It's kind of hard to figure it out. Figure it out things in this, in streaming or photography or programming, whatever. It's kind of hard because it depends too much in people's states. You know, it depends too much in in promotion, how to promote yourself. Like you need to have that community or that infrastructure or belong to. I don't know what you have to do because even though you do good stuff, good product, people can not like it. You know, people say, "Oh no, I don't like it." You know, it's like a what? Spend 20 hours or something. At the end of the day, you don't get paid because nobody likes it. It's like, you know, it depends too much in people's taste. You know, it's not something that is set in stone. You know, you're gonna find sometimes those people that tell you, "Oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do it, you gotta do it, you gotta do that." But at the end of the day, it depends on people's taste. As again, as photography and graphic designs that are very similar to this twisting. There is an elite bunch who make good garbage money, and then it trickles down very fast to where the most aren't getting peanuts. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Man, some people do careers about. You know, like you, they spend 5-6 years doing a career, doing a college career. Then they find out that the market is pretty crazy. As again, yeah, my geography isn't great. Everything is in the coast, and I am in the center of the country, right below Canada. Nothing but beer, corn, and cold. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like, it's what we're talking about. Like, sometimes you make a career, you spend thousands of dollars making a career or something. Once you get your degree and everything, you realize that the market is it's nothing sure in the market. Like you need to. I don't even know what you need to do in order to make money from the market, because sometimes nothing is sure. Nothing is sure. It's like the money is not there. You need to basically do crazy stuff, you know, in order to get the money. It's like programming. You know how much games, you know, I can talk about games because that's the thing about I know. But you know how much games every single. Let me show you a little bit. Let me give you some point of view to see if we can get something. You know how much games every single week. New New releases. This is Steam only. You know, we are not talking about the other platform like Origin, Blizzard, GOG, Epic Games. We're not talking about those. We're talking about one of the most popular is Steam. Weekly. You can over here weekly. You're always gonna find a new bunch of games. This is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, those are DLC, but it's kinda 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You know, this is only 16, but see, we hit over here, you're gonna see more, you know, you're gonna see more. 25, you know. So every week, there is a lot of games that got released. You know. You know, when you click it, oh, this is a early access game. But when you click it, you find out that there is no review. You know, like nobody bought it. You know, nobody bought it. Like these guys maybe spent years doing this. When they put in the market, nobody bought it. Nobody's playing. You know. Look, even those like when you try to check it out for the game, like error and everything, you know. So you know, those people spend the monies and everything, time to do this game and everything, put on this thing to hope somebody does this. They scroll down, you know. You know what I'm talking about? It's kind of lucky. It's kind of a lucky thing to get money from the markets. It doesn't matter if you do photography. It doesn't matter if you do graphic design. It doesn't matter if you do games. It's a lucky thing, you know. Nobody's gonna scroll down. Nobody's gonna scroll down to check it out your game. It happens on Twitch too. So you go to Twitch, you know. For me, Spacelords, it's kinda nice because I believe I am the only one streaming Spacelords, I believe. Oh no, but I am in the first, so it's not difficult for me to be in the first in Spacelords, because there is not a lot of people playing it. You know, I always in the top. But let's say this game, League of Legends, let's say you wanna play League of Legends. If you don't have thousands of people like this, you're gonna be like, you know, nobody's gonna scroll down to find Hasugidon, to find Bacol TV, you know. Like people like us that do like 10 people tops. I do like a 10 people tops. It's gonna be like to find me, that person needs to be scrolling down like a lot. Look at, I don't believe people scroll that much. It's still 19 people, 20 people, you know, 18 people. Let's continue scrolling. It takes too much. You know what I'm talking about? It's like it's a lucky thing that people go to your streams when that happens. Look, 10 viewers, look, 11, 10 viewers, you know. This is where we top. I believe myself, this is what I top in 10 viewers only. You saw how much I had to scroll too much. So basically you need to have luck and have like a strategy to have a strategy that kind of drive people to your thing, you know, because it's crazy. Hasugida, yeah, my geography isn't great. Hasugida says, oh yeah, everything is taking a hit. It started with music, I think. The technology is good and evil. Hasukedo, yep, I just watched a video the other day, and this guy was talking about how you don't want to get lost on the bottom of the Fortnite pack. Yeah, but you also don't want to play something no one is watching. More like some weird game that no one has ever heard of. No Spacelords. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy. Now that everything is driven by algorithm, only people that have like a lot of play, a lot of viewers, and they work with the SEO, the search engine optimization stuff. Those are the guys that really get on the top. Otherwise, it's hard. Especially you wanna be in the top in many things now in technology. You need to learn a lot of stuff that doesn't have nothing to do with the things. For example, in Twitch, so you really wanna make the algorithm work in your way by having little people, you know, by having little. Let me see if I can show you something. Let's see if we find it, because sometimes it happens that some people get in the top of the over here in the top of the thing with no views at all. Look, 28 viewers. You see? Why is that happening? That guy's with 28 views in the top of in the main thing, you know. I'm not subscribed to this person, but he's in the main. You know what? Because in some ways they do stuff in the algorithm with the algorithm, you know. So he need to, people like that need to learn a bunch of stuff that doesn't have nothing to do with video, with creating video. Doesn't have nothing to do with streaming, you know, in order to gain the top, you know. This guy is in the right now. He's in the same level of Dr. Disrespect, you know. Like maybe Dr. Disrespect, if Dr. Disrespect find out that it's a guy with 28 views in the same level that he is, basically, it's gonna be pissed. Like, man, it's taking too much for me to get those to be in the top, you know. Yeah, it's recommended, but who's recommended? Is the algorithm, you know? It's the algorithm that puts you there. So in order the algorithm to recommend me this guy that only have 28 views, you know, this guy has to do something to be recommended in with the algorithm of the game or the platform, you know, SEO stuff like that. Look, there is one guy. It's a lot of views, 161, but it's not like this guy that has like 4,000. You see? So basically, those guys with little viewers. I don't know if you understand the problem with the algorithm. You know, it's not a problem. It's a way for channels like that to be discovered too. No, bro, you need to learn stuff. You need to implement stuff that doesn't have nothing to do with streaming in order for that to happen. You know. Yeah, I know that, Hasukido. I know that, but it get recommended. It get recommended because the algorithm is the one that recommended. You know. Every time I refresh the page, different people are gonna appear over here. Again, mine is completely different. Everyone has dozens of views on mine. Mine is completely different. Everyone has dozens of views on mine. That one you're flipping through. People coordinate that with Twitch weeks, months ahead of time. Oh, that one in the top? That one you're flipping through? People coordinate that with Twitch weeks and months ahead of time. Someone I follow announced a couple weeks ago that they will be at the top of the Twitch page in May. Oh, what? Well, maybe the top is like that, but the one that recommended one, I believe, is the algorithm, in order for you to be there, or to get, or to minimize, to maximize to maximize exposure, you need to do a lot of stuff with the tags, with the communities, all of that. Look, if I go to a science and technology, I believe this guy is not even the top. You see? Science technology. Where is the cannabis guy? Cannabis guy is over there, down there. Look, it's not even here anymore. Oh, look, it's over here. He's getting views. You see, it's not even the top in the list. He got recommended. Maybe against those one because maybe he's doing. They're doing it good for the algorithm to pick it up. That's what that's the idea I'm trying to say. It's like this list. It's recommended channels over here. You got Dr. Disrespect. It's getting recommended, but you got this guy that has like only 35 too. Oh yeah, the guy with the cannabis guy. You got the guy that has like a little bit. Why this guy get recommended and not another guy? Because for some ways he's doing something. That is totally fine. Do your thing in your videos in order to get picked up by the algorithm is totally fine. It's not wrong. I'm not telling you that he's doing something wrong. I'm telling you that you need to learn sometimes. In this streaming, YouTube, whatever you do, you need to Twitter, you need to learn a lot of stuff that doesn't have nothing to do with streaming. That doesn't have nothing to do with the YouTube itself. Stuff in the mechanic of the video and the mechanic of the platform in order to get the exposure that you really wanted. Yeah, they recommend this algorithm. That's why mine is different than yours. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It kind of put down a lot of people when you need to learn new stuff that doesn't have nothing to do with the things that you wanted to do. It kind of puts you down. It kind of puts people down, That's why a lot of people quit, because they say, man, I had to learn a bunch of stuff, SEO, stuff like that. In the case of Twitch, maybe put in your website, promote your website, so the video get promoted at the same time, stuff like that. Those things doesn't have nothing to do with streaming. You just want to stream, create content, but you need to learn those other things in order to be successful in the platform. Which is it's kind of crazy situation. People are gonna say thank you to the people that subscribe to my chat, they're coming today to the streams. I'm gonna say thank you to, because I believe I'm gonna be wrapping up right now. It was pretty nice. We were playing Spacelords, pretty nice game created by Christine and published by Christine Entertainment. Totally free in Steam, Xbox One, PS4, and Microsoft Store. These people didn't go the exclusive route. They went all out in every single platform. for you to enjoy Spacelords. There is no excuse. There is no excuse not to play Spacelords because in every single platform out there, this game it is totally free. So it's highly recommended by me. By a lot of people that I know that like this game, is highly recommended. You know, I'm playing every single day from Monday to Fridays, except for Thursdays. That are my day off right now. Thursdays it could change it, but right now it's gonna be my day off. You know, but yeah, basically we are playing every day this game, having a lot of fun. I'm playing as Antagonist, so next week you're gonna be continue seeing me playing as Antagonist, where I you get to see me raging. I'm dying a lot because as a playing as Antagonist is pretty challenging. So it's highly recommended that you learn how to play the game, all the little things, and before you go to as Antagonist, because otherwise things gonna happen and you don't even know why that happens. Like today, maybe this was happening. Like every day I play as Antagonist and learning new things. You know, be careful how to approach the enemy because there is a lot to learn. This playing as Antagonist basically is how you learn to play the game Spacelords, because playing as a raid can be super fun. You know, playing as a raid can be super easy, super fun. You maybe believe nothing can happen to you, you know, playing as a raid, but as Antagonist is basically the way to go. If you really want challenge, if you really want something different, you know, I gotta say thank you to Hasukido for coming to the stream today. Thank you for your support, Hasukido. I really appreciate it. It's always good to have Hasukido because he's bringing a lot of knowledge to the streams. The guy is professional in what he does. He brings a lot of new stuff. So I really appreciate it, Hasukido. Hasukido was basically the person that told me about Spacelords. For me, this game totally flew under the radar. Man. See, Hasukido doesn't tell me about this game. I never knew about this game because I don't know. In some ways, marketing for games are not working in the way it's supposed to. Developers are spending like all the monies is spending promoting the games. They're having a hard time to put their games on people's eyes. You know, I don't know what is. It's Hasukido says like technology is evil and it's a good and evil kind of stuff. Sometimes work for you, sometimes doesn't work for you. Developers put a lot of money, publishers put a lot of money in the marketing. If they don't get the people, because man, gaming is my thing. I don't go to Google. The only thing I search on Google is gaming. You know. The only thing I go on Facebook for gaming, Twitter is gaming. I'm a gaming guy. This game totally flew under the radar for me. It took Hasukido came one day, remembered about, and telling me, hey, there's a game, you should check it out. You know? I said, what? Yeah, he told me it's on Steam. I said, what is this game? I never heard about it. You know? You remember as a kid, they tell me, man, why they never heard about this game? This game is super cool. You know, I don't know, man. How games like this, like nobody notices it. Like man, from the group of people, my friends over here in Twitch and everything, is like 10 people. Only one told me about this one. Like the other guys don't even know either. So it's something that developers and publishers has to change the strategies now. They need to change the strategies because announcing it and doing things in the way we used to do is not working anymore. You know, things are changing super fast. We need to keep up. So I'm gonna say thank you to Hasukido for being the streams. I'm gonna say thank you to Ray Ikens for being the streams. Pretty awesome dude, coming every day, say hi, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna say thank you to W31 Sura, say hello. Thank you for coming, Mr. W31 Sura, really appreciate it. Yeah, people, it's very important for you to say hi in my streams because I'm trying to do something. Kaori Joke, thank you for coming too. Kaori Joke too is being over here too. He was hosting my streams too, which is very nice. Yeah, it's very important that you say hello in my streams because that's the way for you to get noticed. Especially if you're a streamer. So you wanna get some shout outs, some basically free promotion that we give it to you over here in the channel, you know. It's pretty easy to it's pretty good for you to say hi. It doesn't cost money. It only costs like a couple seconds. It helps me. It helps you. It's a win-win situation. Saying hi in the streams. I don't see why not. You know. In the future, I'm not talking next year. I'm not talking 3 months down the line. Maybe in a couple weeks, we're gonna begin a new kind of giveaways. That is gonna. I'm designing the way how I'm gonna do it, you know. So it's gonna reward people that say hi. Hasukino says Lubricus got overlooked too. Yeah, exactly. Lubricus was the same problem too. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why it's happening. The super good games. Even though people are doing like the YouTube's videos, you know, let me show you. Even though people look, I'm gonna put this mom. Even people are doing a lot of videos, you know, about Spacelords. It getting 2,000 views, 1,000, 2,000, you know, 244,000, 7,000, like 150. You know, those 400. You know, like people are getting the game are getting. You know, the views. The videos are getting the views. It doesn't translate into the game. I don't know why. You know, it doesn't even though the videos are getting the views, people are knowing about the game. It doesn't translate into players. For a game that is totally free. You know, for a game that is totally free, this is another of my gripes. Like, really, man? Where we're failing in something, we need to pinpoint what is that, because are people getting used to just watching the video to say? You know, like, man, how a video get thousands of views if those thousands of people don't come in to play the game? You know, it's like, are just those people wasting their time? Man, you really like those videos about Spacelords. It's because you basically like the games, you know? It's kinda, especially if you like the streamer or you like the YouTuber. You know, so you like the streamer or you like the YouTuber. Sometimes you say, oh man, this guy likes that game, maybe I should try it, you know. But I don't know, it's kind of confusing to me why it doesn't translate to players again that is getting his, you know, even though it's just 1 or 2 guys streaming, he's getting exposure in some ways. So again, I am confused. I think on one hand we have too many options now, and you can only play 1 game at a time. But on the other hand, why Fortnite? Hasogito fighting shots. Hasogito, don't be a bad guy, Hasogito. Yeah, it's getting late for me. Let me continue with this. I'm gonna say thank you to the people who subscribe to my channel. Remember that my streams are being supported by my viewers, by people that subscribe to my channel, and the people that host my streams. Those are the three kind of people that support my streams. You know, the followers, viewers. Sometimes followers doesn't translate to viewers either. I got 300 followers. Only like 5 people coming to watch my streams. Maybe more, but that's what Twitch tells me. That's why I'm telling you people to say hi in the streams, because the Twitch tell me like it's only 5 people, but when I get the list, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11. So in some way, Twitch has to fix that because it's always different numbers everywhere. A bunch of numbers. It doesn't go, you know, like there is 6 people that is not getting registered for some way, you know. Yeah, that's another thing. But I'm gonna say thank you to Codiva, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome that you support my streams for 7 months in a row, which is pretty cool. Cody Joker, thank you for subscribing to my channel. It is very nice, pretty awesome that you decide to support my streams, you know, which is pretty cool. I just hope that you can keep it up. I'm gonna say thank you to Foster W. Thank you for subscribing to my channel for 3 months in a row, which is pretty nice, pretty awesome. Keep it up, Mr. Foster W. You were one of those guys that he came in a time where it was pretty sad. You coming from nowhere, it really gave me some energy to coming back, and now you're coming back for more, which is I really appreciate. It's pretty nice. Keep it up, Mr. First Dab. I'm gonna say thank you to House Gideon. House Gideon's always here since the beginning. You know, now it's 14 months in a row, which is super good. He's the only one that give me that kind of support right now, which I really appreciate it. Has been since the beginning. In this coming to the streams, supporting my streams, making sure I can do the giveaways, making sure I can continue forward, coming every day with the merch. So I say thank you to Hasugidon for that. I really appreciate this. It has been a pretty crazy trip. Because I don't know if you noticed. We engage in discussion all the time, you know. Hasugidon keep coming, you know. He keep coming. He keep supporting my streams and everything, which is a really it's unique. It's unique from Hasugidon, you know. Yeah, I really like it. Those conversations because you learn a lot. I'm learning a lot of stuff. I encourage people to talk to, you know, to talk in the chat and do things, you know, which is the way to go. Hasogito says I was really excited about Sekiro, but now that I have heard the reviews, I think it's going to be way too hard for me liking. Oh, really? Hasogito got you back, man. There is a lot of people playing Sekiro right now. It's stopping in Twitch right now. It's a lot of people watching it. You know, right now it's stopping with a lot of numbers, man. It's stopping in the list. You know, the novelty. People want to see what's going on. It kind of looks beautiful. It's a beautiful game, you know. As you can see from the pictures. I'm not gonna put any other streaming because I know one. But the graphics are very beautiful. I don't know how the gameplay it is. But a lot of games has pretty bad gameplay, even though they look beautiful. People, don't forget to follow my Twitters. Twitters. It's a pretty awesome way to know about my channel. Don't forget to follow the Spacelords Twitters either. Link is in the chat. The link is in the chat, so you know more about the Spacelords. Don't forget to check about High Sasuke channel, which had a reveal of a new weapon for Hive. So don't forget to watch him, which is a pretty nice guy. That this new weapon, the AGI are indiscernible to the human eye, but their minuscule size plays to Hive's advantage when loaded in her plague weapon. She can shoot against the AG against targets being covered. This new weapon is now, but man, I don't know, man. They make it so hard now. As a Hive man, I'm so happy. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, I believe I follow this guy. Yeah, I follow with this guy. This guy is, look, he's a Hive man. He got his own Twitter with the Hive. He only played with this lady. Look at Spacelords talking. We're happy you are happy, enjoy. As a Hive man, so happy. Thank you so much. I wasn't expected to see new guns for Hives. Man, I don't know. This just getting so OP now. It was hard in the beginning. Now it's gonna be harder because she can shoot behind the against. She can shoot through the walls now. Yeah, it cannot make sense with the type of. She's like a virus, She's like it's a virus kind of thing, which is pretty nice. But wow. Now it's gonna be super hard to take this lady out from the game. Like Hive for me is the lady that always kill me. And now she's getting like a crazy weapons and stuff. Like what? It is pretty crazy. But it is what it is, It is what it is. Every time the game gets challenging like that, you need to learn new ways, new strategies, and don't get discouraged. It's opportunity to implement new ways to do the killing, Do the killing. Yeah, it's a lot of people that like Hive. There's a lot of people that like this Hive lady. Hasagidon says it's like a Dark Souls Bloodborne game. Oh, really? And those are too difficult for me. So it looks beautiful. I like it's fun, but I don't play single player games for that kind of Oh, it's a Dark Souls kind of game. Oh, I thought it was like more like a. You remember the ninja guy that's pretty stealthy? That you have to be pretty stealthy. I thought it was like that. Tenchu? I believe it's Tenchu. I thought it was like Tenchu. A little fast paced, but I thought it was like a Tenchu. Well, maybe if it is a Dark Souls kind of game, it could have some stealth element. Look at people. She's like a infected, a normal gun. This is a normal gun, as you can see, infected by the high thing. Kind of modify the way it shoots. Instead of shoot bullet, it shoot like a little X stuff, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, man. People remember that we got a giveaway in April 20th, so don't miss out. It's a pretty nice giveaway. We do every 2 months. Every 2 months, you get to get a 25 Steam gift card or 25 PayPal donation. The only thing you have to do is to watch the streams and get enough points to get in the leaderboard. Don't forget about the leaderboard, People in the leaderboard over here in the bad points. No bits or subs. No, this is another thing. It's bad points over here. Those are the free points you get by watching the streams. You know, people over here. Those 5 people are gonna be the ones. They're gonna get the loot. You know, kind of harder. You know, but we're still there. We're still almost a month. Let's say 18 days. Still 18 days to get the loot, I believe. Yeah. So don't miss out. Don't miss out. People, remember that we are gonna be playing Ring of the Legion tomorrow. After the Quake Champions streams, we're gonna be playing Ring of the Legion. Don't forget about it. We're gonna be checking out the new content that they put in the game. It was a lot of stuff. Maybe I'm not gonna be playing with the new content, but at least we're gonna show it. So if you don't see nothing about Ring of the Legion, you don't want to install it, or you want to see something about Ring of the Legion, come tomorrow. It's gonna be pretty awesome to come back to the game and play a couple matches. Remember that our giveaways that we're doing right now is not the first time. We already have one whole year doing it. You know, we're thinking on continue doing it, so don't miss out, people. Don't miss out. Hasogedas, we need a new Tenchu. Yeah, Sekiro is a From Software game, so it's like a Tenchu with Dark Souls difficulty. Oh. Okay. Yeah, for people that doesn't have a lot of time, that kind of game could be pretty punishing. Pretty punishing, man. Because you need to learn how to kill every single enemy in the game, basically. Even though you learn how to kill them, how to pass it, you need to be careful because they hit too hard. They can kill you basically in one shot, in one hit. They can kill you right away, which is pretty crazy. People are gonna say thank you to the people that hosting my streams. I'm gonna say thank you to Hasugidon for the host. I really appreciate it, Mr. Hasugidon. Keep it up. It really helps me to continue forwards, you know. Thank you for spread the word about my channel and bring up my people to the stream. I'm gonna say thank you to the Monica Joy. Thank you for the host. Thank you for giving me free advertisement to my channel, which is pretty nice, very awesome. It's pretty important for me to grow. So keep it up. Kaori Joker, never miss a day. Never miss a day with the host, which is really nice, really awesome. Keep it up, Mr. Kaori Joker. I really appreciate it. That you really give me the motivation to continue forward. I'm gonna say thank you to Wild Lightning. Wild Lightning, thank you for the host. Thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate it, Mr. Wild Lightning. Keep it up. Looking forward to see one of your streams, Mr. Wild Lightning, which is pretty awesome. Which are always pretty awesome. I'm gonna say thank you to Fancy Pants Sacks. Thank you for the host, Miss Fussy Pandasol. Thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate it. Hosting my streams every day without mercy, which is pretty nice. Emerit. Thank you for the host. Thank you for all the things that you do, Mr. Emerit. It is pretty nice, pretty awesome. Keep it up. Really motivate me to continue forward. Hasogito says, I like to have fun games, not get brutalized as well. Yeah, it kind of makes sense, you know. Kind of makes sense. Sometimes it's the same reason I play games. I really like to have fun. If the game is, I prefer challenging games, but not that challenging either, because it's what you say. Sometimes at the end of the day you're just dying. That's not beautiful at all. That's not fun at all. But I don't know. I never tried a Dark Souls game. I saw people playing. It's super hard because the character that you're using is a animation heavily. So you need to wait for the animation to play it up in order to do another attack. You know, to dodge or whatever. You dodge, it plays a whole animation. You do this, it plays a whole animation. So you need to be anticipate your attacks, monster attacks, everything. You need basically it's timing heavy, intense. It's very timing intense. You don't have a good timing, so you don't know the timing. Even though you know you need to time it correctly, because otherwise you're gonna it's crazy. It's super crazy. I'm gonna say thank you to Ranging Span hosting my streams. Pretty nice, pretty awesome. Looking forward to see one of your streams, Mr. Ranging Span. Kinda getting hard for me to support the streamers, because the only way I can support the streamers is by giving the rate at the end of the streams. If you are not there, it's gonna be difficult for me to get into your streams. I'm gonna say thank you to Code Diva for the host too. Hosting my streams without mercy too every single day, which is pretty nice. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna say thank you to Search the Rest. Thank you for the host, thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate it. It is pretty nice. It is pretty nice. I'm gonna say thank you to Sufficient Geometry. Thank you for the host too. Hosting my streams every single time I do my streams, which is pretty nice. Bringing more people to the streams. AC80, that is for a long time ago, hosting my streams and everything, which is pretty good. People, I'm gonna show you something so you understand why it's so important, the work that they are doing. This is Code Diva. It's a channel. Look at me. They hosting my streams. So that's why it's important for me, for them to host the streams, because people will know about my streams, coming over here, follow my channel, see they like it. It's thanks to you guys. That's the job that you are doing, guys, by hosting my streams. So I'm gonna say thank you to you guys for the host, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna say that's why I take my time with you guys, because it's really important, really important, the job that you're doing. That's why I show you, so you know what you're doing is pretty important. Mr. Talkers, thank you for the host too. Thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate. It is pretty nice, pretty awesome that Mr. Talk is hosting my streams with no mercy. Keep it up, Mr. Talk. Gordon Freeman, thank you for the host. Thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate. Keep it up, Mr. Gordon Freeman. Looking forward to see one of your streams. I don't know, you changed the schedule? It looks like Gordon Freeman changed the schedule, because it's super difficult for me to find his streams. It's kind of super difficult for me to find his streams. I don't know why. It looks like he changed the schedule. I'm gonna say thank you to Gil Dagenhart. Thank you for hosting my streams too. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome. You hosting my streams with the mercy. Just keep it up, Mr. Gil Dagenhart. I really appreciate it. Woo-hoo. I really appreciate it. Woo-hoo. Yeah, it is pretty nice. Keep it up. Yeah, I'm gonna say thank you too. I'm gonna say thank you to this Sufficient Geometry already. Yeah. Station 6, thank you for the host, thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate it, Mr. Station 6. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome. You're hosting my streams with no mercy. Keep it up, Mr. Station 6. Yeah, now I say everybody. Yeah. Which is pretty nice. Thank you, people. Thank you for the host. Thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate it. We are gonna be reading a guy that had so much time that I don't read. It's calling Medical X, which is hosting my streams every single day. But now he's streaming. That's why it didn't appear like hosting. But it's a guy that I really appreciate it, because he helping me with the host every single day with the mercy, a rating. Marco S, please stand by. Standing by, yeah. Well, people are gonna say bye-bye because it's too late. It took him more than than the time it's supposed to be. He now have to be prepared to go to work. So don't forget to come in tomorrow. We're gonna have another streams. Hasogido say, stay awesome, my friend. Stay awesome, my friend. Mr. Hasogido, stay awesome too. Have a good one, bye. Thank you, Mr. Hasogido. I really appreciate it. You're one of the guys that support my streams like 100%, which I really appreciate. How come it going to your streams too, Hasogido? Because lately it's kind of difficult for me. I'm not gonna be able to go in the night after my job to watch your streams because I cannot do it anymore. So I don't even know how I'm gonna be checking your streams, man, for real. Because your schedule is pretty tough for me to stay away to watch the streams. But in the weekends, I believe weekends could be pretty nice days. Pretty nice day. But back in the days, I used to be in your streams all the time. Now it's kind of hard. Well, I'm gonna say thank you for everything. See you tomorrow, people. See you tomorrow with another stream. So I was gonna say bye bye.